Hi, I'm Ben Ciccarelli with IWS Sales, and today I'm super excited to share with you guys our all-new 2021 Renegade Vienna full wall slide model. I'm going to be showing you all the features and benefits of the Renegade Vienna, and more specifically the full wall slide floor plan that we see right here in front of me. Well, we're really excited to bring the Vienna in, not only because it's a new product line for us, but it's a new offering. A lot of you have seen us do the big motorhomes. We're always advertising those, and we've really gotten to know the trucks really well over the years. And the Sprinter line for us is a new exciting venture because a lot of our customers are looking for a motorhome, but man, you might not be looking for something so large. Maybe you don't all want to be 45 feet, or you might not even want to be 35 feet. Something like this is a 25-foot unit. It's only 8 feet wide, and it's 11 feet tall. So this is an extremely maneuverable little motorhome. It was really designed for those of you that want to go across the country, or if you want to go to McCall, Idaho for the weekend and spend just a small weekend with your family up there. This unit can really do it all. This vehicle was really designed for you to not have to tow another vehicle. You simply set your jacks down, slide your slide out, and then you're ready to camp. When you're ready to go, you just do the opposite, pull the jacks up, slide the slide in, and you can go down the road again. This can easily fit in parking spots at Walmart or any grocery store that you're looking for, and be able to carry you and your family extremely comfortably and get what you're looking to do there. I really want to talk a lot in this video about the Mercedes chassis and why at IWS and at Renegade we believe this is the best choice for you and your family in the Sprinter van RV style lifestyle. Mercedes has been doing this for a long time now, and there's a lot of other competitors out there, you know, Ford, Chevy, and Dodge, Nissan. Everyone makes a van, but we really believe that Mercedes is a clear winner in that. You know, this is a 3-liter, 6-cylinder diesel with 188 horsepower, 325 foot-pounds of torque. And this has been a really bulletproof engine by Mercedes. Over the years, we've had different trade-ins on the Sprinter vans, and man, we've seen them with 100,000 miles on them. We've seen them just last the test of time. And they're easy to work on. They're tons of Mercedes dealers that are around to be able to fix them for you. And the performance aspect, the fuel economy on these is really just robust, and it's a clear winner. Talking specifically about 2021 features on the Vienna and what the Sprinter is going to bring you, it's a whole new lineup of safety features. You're going to have things such as collision mitigation system and adaptive braking control. You're going to have lane keeping assist. So if you're going down the road, this motorhome is going to, if you sway to the right or the left of the lines, this is going to brake and actually pull you into the lane. So it's going to actively keep you there. That's an active system that's going on. It also has Distronic adaptive cruise control. So if you're in cruise control and you're going down the road, if somebody gets on their brakes in front of you, the motorhome's going to automatically slow down. It also has adaptive brake assist, so it's designed for if something's in front of you that stops automatically, it's going to get on the brakes for you. The camera up there is what's actually mapping that collision mitigation system and the lane departure warnings and whatnot. This also has other safety features that we're going to really talk about inside the chassis, such as traffic assist. It's going to give you alerts to if you're dozing off or if you're swerving too much, and let you know the speed limits and whatnot. The other thing I really want to talk about that's a big upgrade is electronic stability control, and it also has crosswind control, which is really big for something like this that has big sidewalls or a big gust of wind. This thing's going to handle it no problem. In the Sprinter community, with a smaller chassis like 2500s and whatnot, you see a lot of aftermarket upgrades for springs and whatnot. At IWS, we see that driving these down the road at 75, 70 miles an hour with big heavy winds is no problem. I always tell people, and you know a girl's from Motorhome when you meet her because her hair's sticking straight back. So we really know wind. And when we drive these things in the wind, we've just had no issues. They just perform like a dream. Our customers that have bought these, in fact, this is a sold unit that we're shooting on, they have all really responded well to the performance of this chassis in terms of horsepower, comfortability driving, and really just reliability. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and just tip the hood so you can see what's underneath and see how easy these things are to service. So the engine compartment's really easily accessible for me. So if I need to look at my air filter or my coolant or brake fluid or my windshield washer fluid, it's all easily accessible for me here. We also have diesel exhaust fluid on this motorhome, being a diesel unit in 2021. Here's where you would fill that up right here. So if you ever have an issue with this motorhome, really easy for someone to service it for you. Another new feature, at least for 2021, is we have auto high beam assist. So you could turn your high beams on at night, and if you're going around some windy corners and you don't know who's coming around, these will automatically turn off the headlights for you. Just a little thing that makes driving just a lot nicer in the new Mercedes chassis. Also, the windshield wipers have water blades, or they have water systems right in the blades, so it'll shoot right on the windshield. You get a lot more coverage with the windshield wipers than you would with shooting just purely out of the hood right here. And we're gonna go ahead and demonstrate that. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and pan around to the other side, and we're gonna show you more features of the motorhome specifically on this side. First thing I'm gonna talk about is aluminum wheels. Aluminum wheels on all of our Viennas, that comes as a standard. Really nice upgrade opposed to like a steel wheel, which a lot of other competitors do. It's just not a very nice option. Next, moving on to the mirrors. These are a really nice mirror. They're powered. They're really easy to see out of when you drive. They expand past the motorhome so you can really easily see. But also to assist you is we have turn signal cameras right here. So when you turn your blinker on, you're able to see your blind spots, and that's on both sides of the motorhome. We have a nice step here for you. So as you open the door, really easy to step in and out of. I'll also mention that this is a locking fuel cap, because as you open it to fill your diesel fuel right here, you can close it, and when the door's shut, you can't open the door. So really simple. You don't have to have a key or anything to open the cap. Just a nice little touch done by Mercedes. This is the full wall slide model. So from here all the way back is one big slide. Renegade's really done a nice job, as you'll see inside, giving you a ton of space inside of a small unit like this. This is real paint as well. This is not some decals like many other competitors do. This is real paint done by Renegade. This is our fiberglass vacuum bonded material. That's why you get such a seamless look inside the motorhome, or outside the motorhome. On this side of the motorhome is really where a lot of the utilitarian usage is. So where you're gonna see your battery compartments and your inverter. When talking about batteries, these come standard with 2 Group 27 AGM maintenance-free batteries. It also comes with a 1200 watt inverter, and it comes standard now with a 175 watt solar panel that's sitting on top of this unit. Moving right along here, gonna go down to this side of the coach. This is a really nice storage compartment, and this is where I recommend where you put some of your hoses, your fresh water hose, your rubber gloves, some of the things that you're gonna be using to work on the coach for dumping and water filling purposes. This is a really nice spot for it. And these are a pretty deep compartment as well. And we also have lights in all the compartments that you can turn on. We also have a really nice storage area, and this only comes on the full wall slide model floor plan. So this is a great benefit for buying the full wall slide if you're looking for some more storage. It's kind of hard to tell, but this goes clear up. So this is a great spot for you to store a broom, or maybe even a small step ladder, or just even some camp chairs for that matter. It's a really nice option for extra storage in these little guys. Moving on back, we're going to show you that this is where you would dump right here. It's got a nice low gravity drop for you to dump, and it has a storage hose holder right there. This is where you would plug in your 30 amp receptacle. This is a 30 amp unit. Right here is where really all the magic happens. This is where you would dump your black and gray tank. You have a fresh water spigot right here to be able to hose off your boots or a dog or a kid or something like that. You're also able to fill it with one spot here. You just have one fill up spot. You also have a black tank flush here. And while I'm talking about water and propane and all that right here, this has 34 gallons of fresh water on board, 30 gallons of black, 30 gallons of gray tank, and we also have a 13-gallon propane tank, which is just a nice amount of capacity for if you want to take a weekend trip, be able to have enough water and black tank capacity. I'll also mention that this has a 26-gallon diesel fuel tank, and it also has a 5-gallon DEF tank. Now I'm going to take a moment and I'm going to show you the benefit of this motorhome with Renegade. They've really upgraded technology in these units, and you're able to run this motorhome purely on an iPad that we'd give you with our IWS Advantage package. So I'm going to take a moment and have Zach, we're going to show you guys what it takes to run the slide out with your iPad. All right. I want to show you a huge advantage of buying a Renegade Vienna. When you buy a Renegade Vienna from IWS, you're going to get the latest technology. Renegade has put in this motorhome standard the Firefly Multiplex system. So you're able to run this whole motorhome from your cell phone or a tablet, and you can run it from outside the motorhome or inside the motorhome. You can turn on all your lights, turn them all off, turn on your generator, run your air conditioning controls. You can also run your slides in and out from inside or outside the motorhome. You can even run your jacks down, which we'll demonstrate too. But I want to really talk about the slide and why this is such a benefit for you. You know, I camp a lot in McCall, Idaho, and if you've ever been to McCall, there's tons of trees up there. It's beautiful. If you haven't been there, please go up there. And when I'm camping, sometimes it gets a little tight, and I might be next to a tree, and this is a pretty big slide, so I want to make sure I don't run into anything. So if you're camping by yourself, or you know, if you're just trying to get this done quickly, you can come outside the motorhome and you can go ahead and extend the slide out. So as I'm extending the slide, I'm able to just keep an eye on it and make sure I'm not going to run into anything. It's very difficult to do this from inside if you're in a little bit of a tight area. So if I'm next to a wall or a tree, you know, I'm not going to be able to easily tell without stepping in and out a bunch of times or having somebody yell from outside the motorhome to stop. So we're going to let this thing run out. Renegade uses the Schwintech slide system, and we use these systems even on our big motorhomes too. There's 4 different motors on top of this, or inside this slide configuration. Really robust slides. We're very happy and pleased with them. In our service department, we just don't have issues with these slide out units. All right, now that you can see the motorhomes out, you can see that we got a really nice slide. It's really big, and it goes the whole section of the motorhome, hence why it's called a full wall slide. So now I'm going to go ahead and pull it back in, and we'll talk about the rest of the motorhome. So on my iPad, we're able to lower the jacks down, and this is automatically. I'm not doing anything. All I did was press auto level. I don't have to turn on the engine. I don't have to set the parking brake. I don't got to be plugged into shore power. This is on its own merit here. And this is going to auto level the whole entire coach for me. And so it'll set it up for me, no problem. This is a big feature. A lot of competitors only have stabilizer jacks. These are not only a stabilizer jack, but they're also a leveling jack so that you can have a nice level motorhome and just really elevates your experience while you're camping. These are also leveling jacks that are hydraulic up and hydraulic down. There's no springs that you have to release that are real cheesy, that if they get caught in the mud, that you gotta go release. Just a really nice feature done by Renegade, that they've really taken the time to think about this and upgrade it with nice components. And just like that, the coach is leveled. Okay, now we're gonna take a moment, we're gonna flip this thing around so we can see the other side and talk about all the features on the passenger side. Here we go. Okay, now I'm gonna talk a little bit more about the passenger side. I just wanna take a moment to talk about the features and options. So this Renegade Vienna, as I said, is the 25 FWS, and that means full wall slide model. And it also means that it's gonna come with an aerodynamic front cap up here. And you can option this. You can either option it with an aerodynamic cap like you see here, or as we're gonna show you in other photos, you can also order it with an over-the-cab bunk. For extra storage or for extra sleeping capacity for you. Also want to take a moment about the color options that Renegade offers in the Vienna. This color happens to be Mojave Sunset. They have 5 different color options. They have Mojave Sunset like we see here. You also have Blue Skies, you have Lava Field, Summer Sand, and then Gold Coast. All really nice simple paint schemes that really just make the Vienna stand out amongst the crowd. Talking more about the passenger side, just show you how easy it is for the passenger to get in and out here as well. It's really got an extra step here for me to get in and out. Simple. The Vienna also comes standard with keyless entry, which I really like, being able to just keep my keys in the motorhome, being able to lock them like so. It's got a nice big door as well. So when I open the door, I have automatic steps here, a nice grab handle. It's also lighted for me. Steps come in and out for me. We have a propane quick connect system right here, which is really nice because if I want to run like a propane grill, or if I have a nice little fire pit, I just plug a propane hose here and I have everything that I need for propane setup. Vienna's also come with a outside entertainment center right here. And it's got a nice big TV. It also has Bluetooth stereo here. You can watch DVDs, watch television. You can plug your phone here or plug some headphones in here too. And as Chuck says, my dad says in other videos, our family's really gotten accustomed to watching TV outside, especially as we're filming this is during COVID, and being able to watch TV or just hang out by the fire pit. Everyone can hang out and keep 6 feet distance. It's really nice. All right, now we're gonna show you the storage compartment here. And it's a nice big compartment. And this is where you can put a lot of your chairs, you know, your lawn chairs or whatnot, or anything else that you have with you. It also goes back quite a ways too. So it's a little bit of a hidden gem right there. I'm gonna close it. Renegade also, just as I'm talking about this, these are manual locks, but they're a nice big handle for me to easily grab right here. And they shut really nice as well. Just to show you the other things, this is your furnace exhaust, and while we're talking about heat, this is a 18,000 BTU propane furnace right here. This is for your refrigerator. This is a 110 outlet if you needed to use it for if you had a little electric Weber grill or any other type of electrical system here. Moving on down the coach, I really want to talk to you guys about the Truma AquaGo propane heater. This is a tremendous option from Renegade. So the Truma AquaGo is the on-demand propane heating system. So for those of you that may be new to RVing, I'll explain what that means. So in a lot of traditional RVs, they come with a 6-gallon or maybe even as big as a 10-gallon water heater system. That works just like in a lot of your homes. You have a water tank and it has a certain amount of hot water in it. And once you use all that, you got to wait for it to fill back up and heat up again. So this system eliminates all of that. There's no water tank. This is a propane super burner, as I like to call it, and it'll heat your water up instantly and on demand. So as long as you have water running in this thing, and as long as you have propane, you're gonna have a hot shower. And my family, we've used this on our personal coaches. It is the clear winner amongst all the brands that you see out here. Truma is the clear go-to on this. Moving back here, I'll show you the next 2 compartments on the Vienna. Now this is the Cummins RV Quiet Diesel 3200 watt generator. This is an option we always opt for at IWS on all of our Viennas. Now this is about a $5,500 option. It's expensive. What you would get instead of this is a propane generator. And as you see Chuck talk a lot in our other videos, we always do a Cummins diesel generator. This fills right off of your fuel tank, so you have one fill point, and this will draw off of that fuel tank. It's really quiet. Cummins is a really reliable brand, and the diesel generators, you know, I can just tell you, I've been in the service department. I've been at this company my whole life, and I can tell you that the propane generators just aren't as reliable and robust as these Cummins diesels. Moving on to the back here, this is just a little cute compartment here for you. Just a little extra storage for maybe have some 30 amp adapters here or something like that. That would go right here. Also want to talk about the awning. So this is a really nice large awning from Girard, and it also has LED lighting on it. We're going to go ahead and turn on the light, and we'll run the awning out so you can see how big it is. And again, this is something you can run from your iPad or your phone as well. So we're going to go ahead and demonstrate that now. All right, so this is our Girard awning, and you can see how wide it is. You know, this is about 6 or 7 feet that it comes clear out. So you're able to get some nice shade in the evening when the sun's right. And it goes really quite far. You know, it goes about, 18 or 20 feet or so back, being a 25-foot unit. We also have a nice LED curtain rail right here, lighting. It might be hard to see during the daytime here, but you can see that also when the awning is retracted. And again, I'm doing all this on my iPad here, and you can also work it from inside the motorhome too. But here we go, as we extend it in. You'll notice that there's no ugly posts that are sitting on the side of the motorhome. This all comes purely off the top of the motorhome. You'll also see that there's a porch light on top of here, which just adds a little extra light for you at night if you didn't want just the LED lighting on the awning to go. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and walk around to the back and show you the back side of this motorhome. Now we're here at the back of the Vienna. I just wanna talk about some of the nice features. First thing you'll notice, just really nice, smooth fiberglass backing here, really seamless look. It also has LED lights on the back of it, brake lights, and it also has a backup camera. As you'll see inside, we have a big screen. You have a big screen and backup monitor in the chassis. And as we scroll down, I want to talk to you about the brake lights here. These are really easy to replace. They're not some proprietary brake light that you got to find. The trailer hitch here, I want to talk about that for a moment. So you're going to look up and you'll see that Mercedes rates the chassis for a 5,000 pound towing capacity, and that's true. However, with the weight of this motorhome and the weight on the rear axle, Renegade really wants to set everyone up for success. And so this hitch is now derated to 3,500 pounds with a 350 pound tongue weight. I want to explain that for a minute. The chassis is capable of towing 5,000 pounds, but I want to be very clear. This is rated to 3,500 pounds to make sure that you are set up so that you don't overload the rear axle when you're loading your water in here and loading all of your cargo capacity. There's 1,000 pounds of cargo capacity in here, so you definitely have a lot. Pretty much whatever you could fit in here in these little guys is what you can carry with you. You know, it is derated, but that is for a reason, so that you take care of this thing and don't overload the rear axle. You know, with 3,500 pounds, that's still enough to tow a small trailer or even a small vehicle, as a lot of these small sedans are 3,000 pounds. But I would tell you this, that I would really recommend not towing a vehicle with this little guy just because of how small it is. You know, large pickups are really about the same size as these. So these are really easy to drive. A lot of our customers are first timers that get into these, and you think that you might need to take a vehicle with you, but these are really designed for you to not have to do that. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and show you the inside of this motorhome. We'll show it with you with the slides in and show you the great benefits of the Vienna inside. Let's take a look. All right, here we are, we're inside, and yes, my slide is all the way in here, and you can still see I can get around everything. I can still access my sink if I need to. I can still access my cooktop, all my light controls. I can even sit down if I wanted to. You know, I can sit down easily. I'm just under 6 foot tall. And then I'm actually going to show you what it takes to open the fridge and get to the bathroom. I'm gonna go ahead and flip with Zach here. At the back of the motorhome here, I can still get to my fridge, and it still clears right here. So I can open the fridge all the way up, be able to get here. Same with the freezer here. Still access my microwave, no problem. I can even open the pantry quite a ways. In fact, I can open it all the way, no problem. I can still, if I needed to change really quick, I can still access my wardrobe. And we'll show you that more in detail when we open everything up. I can still wash my hands here at the bathroom sink, and I can still access the bathroom, no problem, and have no issues of getting inside the bathroom. The only thing I can't do in this is sleep at the bed. I gotta open up the slide to be able to get to this bed. But with the full wall slide model, maybe if you're by yourself, somebody could sure take a nap on the theater seating. It's pretty long as well. So now we're gonna take a moment, we're gonna slide the slide out and show you the rest of the features. So now I'm gonna have Zach go ahead and do a pan around this motor coach just so you can get a nice view of what it really looks like with nobody in it, and you can see how large it is in the full wall slide model. As he's going around here, I really want to talk about first the cabinetry and the wood color. So this is a maple wood, and the color choices, you have 3 different color choices. Burnished sable, like you see in this motorhome, cashmere, and you also have honey maple, as we'll show you in other coaches. This cabinetry is upgraded to our 90 sheen finish. So that's about a $1,500 finish, and that gives you a higher gloss on the cabinetry and gives you just a really nice, luxurious look inside the motorhome. And with this motorhome, we thought with the burnished sable, a little bit darker wood, it really just polished this whole thing off. Now I'm going to show you the kitchen area, and we're going to pan around to the back of the motorhome. But first, I just want to say we do have the air conditioners running and the generator going, because I wanted you to get a feel of what it sounds like in here with the diesel generator and the air conditioning. It's really quiet and really enjoyable, so that way you can enjoy your life in here and not be drowned out by a bunch of noise. First thing we'll talk about is the countertop here in the kitchen, and I really like this sink area. It's a really big sink, so you can still put a lot of pots and pans. You also have a retractable spray head here that's movable for you. This is easy to put around. You got a nice little window here that opens up. And then of course, we also have our blackout shades here across the motorhome that are really easy to pull in and out. Above here, we have our Samsung television and a JBL sound bar here that you can run your Bluetooth devices and runs here. I'll also show you that this television pulls out really easily. It's on a magnet, and this TV can really swivel anywhere you want. And as I got the TV pulled out, you can see the fuse panel behind here and a lot of the electrical setup. It's also prepped with an extra HDMI, so if you wanted to run like an Apple TV or maybe an Amazon Fire Stick, you could do that as well. When we're talking about the electronic system, this is also paired up with a power antenna, so you can watch television, local TV. You can also, this is also optioned with the Winegard Connect 2.0, which gives you internet on the motorhome. So you have Wi-Fi boosting capabilities. It'll also give you 4G internet that you can use with Verizon or AT&T, or you can subscribe with Winegard, so that way you can get internet all the time, at least where you have cellular service on the motorhome. Moving on down, we'll show you the cabinetry and the space. So this right here is a nice spot for like a little trash can. You could also, put maybe a little vacuum or something inside the motorhome. We have our two burner gas cooktop. You could also option this with like an induction cooktop if you wanted to do so. On the Viennas, we option ours with the propane cooktop. We feel like that is the best option. You'll also notice that they did a really nice LED courtesy light in here, which is just a really nice, elegant feel to the motorhome. Next thing that's going to really make the Vienna stand out amongst the competition is the handcrafted dovetail construction on all the cabinetry drawers here. Renegade uses all Amish craftspeople to construct all their cabinetry. You're getting handcrafted wood here, solid wood, all real wood. Soft closed drawers, as you see, tons of space here. This is a perfect opportunity for me to talk about one of our Advantage package features is we go ahead and give you a universal remote. With this motorhome, you'll probably get 5 or 6 different remotes, and we really bring that down with a universal remote. We're going to program this for you so that you have one remote to be able to control your television and your audio controls inside the motorhome. Talking about the extra storage up here, there's a little cabinet right here that you can store some things. Also another light underneath the cabinet. One thing you'll notice about all of Renegade's cabinetry that they put in here, it's a nice curved furniture, curved cabinetry, so it's easy to clean. And we also have our spring tensioners right here, so they don't fall on you like a lot of competitors do. Easy to close. Now, here is the multiplex system, and this is what I was talking about outside the coach. This is the multiplex system that you can control all of your motorhome with. This is the main control panel. You could also duplicate this on your iPad or your cell phone on your app, but just to give you a good idea of what this does is it allows you to monitor all of your freshwater tanks, your gray tank, your black tank, be able to turn on your water pump, manage your propane, look at your house batteries and chassis batteries. You can start your generator from here. You can also turn on your lights or turn them all the way off. This is a nice just home screen right here. Also mentioned the tank heaters here. These do have 12-volt tank heaters on them for winter travel. If I hit the light bulb button here, I can control all my lights inside and out of the motorhome, and I can easily touch them and control them wherever I want. There's also sub panels across the motorhome that you can turn them off at different spots. This also has auto generator start feature, which allows you to be able to start the generator when you're not actually at the coach. So let's say your batteries got too low for some reason, the generator would come on automatically for you. And it also has the ability, if let's say you left the motorhome and it got too hot in here, you could set the thermostat to a certain temperature and then the generator would come on for you. Really nice, easy to understand control panel for your heating and cooling. This motorhome comes with a 13.5 BTU air conditioner. It also has heat pumps integrated in the air conditioner. It also has a 18,000 BTU propane furnace, as I mentioned earlier. It has auto feature, so the heat pump and the air conditioner can come on and off automatically, just like a residential home would. We also have 2 Max Air fans on board, one in your living area and one in the bathroom. Really nice, powerful fans to blow air in and out if you want it to. This is where I can control the slides. I can easily touch them right here, or I can send out my awning if I wanted to. And here are some settings where you can connect to your mobile application or adjust screen brightness and whatnot. Really upfront technology. Okay, moving right along. I'm gonna show you the Convection microwave here. It's a pretty nice size microwave. So you can warm up a little pizza or something right here. We also have our dual fuel refrigerator by Dometic. This actually gives you quite a bit of space, and it's quite a large refrigerator actually. This will work off of propane, or it'll work off electricity, so if you're plugged into shore power. But being able to run it off propane lets you to have cold drinks while you're going down the road. I'll go ahead and open up the freezer so you can see that too. There's a lot of cool little innovations that Renegade did for this. So the first one's the pantry. You simply unlock the button and then you pull it out here. And you have tons of little shelving areas here. Really easy to access, to have little cans of food or maybe some bags of chips. Below here, you'll have another little storage area. It's kind of hard to see right now, but it's pretty deep. So put some cereal boxes or anything else down in there. Little pots and pans. Now I'm going to show you a little nice feature. So in this motorhome, there's not really a lot of privacy, as you can kind of tell. So Renegade did a really nice little feature. They went ahead and put in a privacy curtain for you. So your wardrobe is right here. And when you want to change, all you got to do is put this little curtain up like so. And then you can change. Really nice. And then you just simply put it right out of your way, like so. Now I'm going to show you the little washing area right here. So you have a little sink, and you have your Truma AquaGo right underneath of it. And it's definitely wide enough for me to stand here and be able to wash my hands. There's also a little outlet here to charge my devices or maybe an electronic toothbrush. Also got a little bit of a medicine cabinet here where I can store my medicines and whatnot, which is really important to me on my motorhome, being able to have my medicines with me. Little towel rack here. So I have a nice big bathroom. You know, I still have quite a bit of room to like move my elbows around. I do have a nice little window here where I can open up to get some nice air. I also have a Dometic toilet right here, and I still have, you know, pretty good leg room here sitting in it. You know, I'm just under 6 feet, so I'm not the biggest guy, but for most average sized human beings, this is going to work really well. In fact, we have a customer that's 6'5", and he bought a Renegade Vienna. Joe, hope you're still enjoying it. So now I'm going to show you the shower, which is really nice, and I'll go ahead and step inside of it here, as I said. So it's got a really nice tiled finish. I do have a skylight above my head as well. And I do have the retractable spray head here for me, so I can easily wash myself off. Little soap shelf, just a really nice, neat little shower. Easy to latch system too, so I don't have to worry about it. We do have a Max Air fan above me and a little clothes rack above me too to hang some clothes or towels. Before I get to the bed, I do want to mention that the interior height of this is 6'7". So as I mentioned before, we had a customer at 6'5". He was able to walk in here no problem. So if you're big, you can still buy a Renegade Vienna, no problem. This is our island bed. So this is 60 by 77, 60 inches wide, 77 inches long. And the neat thing about this is I can still get around the bed. And I'll go ahead and lay in it so you can kind of get an idea of how big it is. So you can do this. Renegade also offers a bed extension. It's just a little cushion that be able to extend the bed out a little bit if you needed to. I also have controls above me here to be able to turn on the lights or turn them all on. So if I'm getting up, I can do that. I have little reading lights above me here that I can turn off. turn on my generator, all right here from a touch of a button. Now, I just can't stress enough why this is such a big deal to be able to get around the bed. Many competitors only have a bed in the corner, and if you are trying to get out of bed, you cannot, you have to crawl over your partner, and it isn't quite as nice as being able to step to the side and be able to get around here. Also mentioned that there is storage above your head. We also have a Jensen television in the back for you to be able to watch TV right here at the bed. I'll go ahead and just show you how this thing stores. It's really easy. It just flips up. You can also just tell how thick the mattress is as well. And then for your dinette table, it's stored underneath the bed right here. And we'll show you how this gets set up in a minute. But I just want to take a minute to show you everything under here. Renegade puts their water tanks above the floor. And why is that so cool? Because when you're traveling in cold weather, the water tanks not being exposed to the climate is really beneficial. This way you don't have to worry about freezing your water tanks or anything like that. And as I said, the gray and black tanks below are heated with heat strips. So being able to have this really helps you with cold weather climates. As I know a lot of you want to be RVing in winter term. Moving right along to your wardrobe here. It's a nice big wardrobe, right? It's nice and large. It also has a really neat little feature to be able to hang clothes and be able to hang them up and push them back in, so I don't have to reach all the way inside the cabinet. You also have little drawers here, and that's for you to, for socks, underwear, or maybe some jeans or anything like that. And they're really nice and big. I mean, you can just kind of tell how large they are. Okay, now that we moved here, I want to talk about furniture, as a lot of you might be asking about the theater seating. So, as Chuck's mentioned in a lot of our videos, the theater seating is becoming very popular and something that we personally enjoy as well. You could also option this, as you'll see in our other models, you could option this with a dinette. So we call that an island dinette, where many people could sit around it, or you can option it with the theater seating with a removable table. And we'll show you the removable table setup here in just a moment. But I want to talk about the theater seats. So you have 3 seat belts in this particular model, so you can carry at least 3 people with you in the back here, and they can all be seat belted. And as I sit down, I'll go ahead and pull my seat back here, and I can lean way back. I mean, I can lean way back. Really enjoyable to watch TV. And I also have, right here, I have my little armrest and cup holder, and I also have a USB charge outlet here next to me to be able to charge my phone or that iPad that we give you. Also have a lot of nice storage behind me and above my head. Have windows behind me to be able to get a little bit of fresh air behind my head. All right, talking about the dinette setup. This is a really nice large table, so I can at least have 3 people sit here. I can easily eat at the dinette, no problem. Another nice thing about this is that you can also, use this as a little buffet line. So if you want some chips and dip to add a little bit more counter space, you can do that. This can easily swivel around to any way that I need to if I want it that way, and it locks right in place. You do have to have this out when you're traveling, but the nice thing is this is really lightweight. It's not very heavy, and they made that really nice and thin so that way it's easy to carry. It's also scratch resistant as well. It's got a really nice coating on it. Also, as we pan around here, I want to talk about the outlet right here. You can have a little phone charger right here, and this is tied to your inverter too, so you can run something here without running your generator. When you option the aero cap in the full wall slide versus the bunk, you get some extra storage cabinetry right here, and it's really nice and deep. So as I open these, you can go ahead and see all that storage that you get in here, and it's really nice and deep, and it goes all the way to the back as well. You also have a light control switch, so you can turn the bunk light off if you want. Also want to talk about this neat little tower roof right here. So this is a Skylight, and you can either open it all the way up, like so, or you can have a little bit of a day shade or a night shade. But if I open it all the way up, I also have a powered vent here, so I can get some nice airflow here as well. And for those really hot days, it's nice to have that dark blackout screen. The last thing I want to talk about inside the living space is the air conditioning vents. This is a ducted unit, so we have little ducts here for you to be able to have air conditioning come in and out. And you can also direct these for where you want the air to go as well. We also just want to mention the power fans one more time. These are max air fans. They do have rain sensors on them, so they will close when the rain comes on. Really nice to be able to open up a window and pull up some cool air through this motorhome if you don't want to run your air conditioning. So with that being said, we're going to now move on and show you a lot more details about the Mercedes-Benz chassis itself. All right, I'm going to step inside here, which is really easy to do. Close my door. The Mercedes-Benz chassis comes with a key fob instead of a traditional key, so we have push to start. So all I got to do is push my foot on the brake, start it here, turn the volume down. And the first thing you'll notice when you start this is that it's a really quiet diesel. You know, it's not in your face, it's not really loud at all. You know, the Mercedes-Benz chassis, they've done a really good job. You know, they have a leather wrapped steering wheel. All the hand controls are right here, easily accessible. And what's neat is actually they're all touch screen. So I'm able to change screens by actually just sliding my thumb, just like so. And I can actually control my main system here as well by just sliding my thumb. I can also scroll just like so. But being able to have that while I'm driving is a really nice, comfortable, and safe feeling for me. The Mercedes-Benz chassis has a 7-speed transmission, and I just think personally this is cool, being kind of a hot rodder myself, having some paddle shifters here at the, easily I can just shift these like so by pressing up on them. Being able to choose the gear that I want to be is a nice feature. It also has a telescoping steering wheel, and it can move up and down, so I can really get comfortable. I have an easy control switch here for selecting my drive. Turn signals and wiper blades are all really easy to use. Power locks, power windows, and this is something that you don't see in many motorhomes, but you have a power seat, so you have powered back and forth. I can also lean back quite a ways in this motorhome, and it does it automatically. It also has heated seats for passenger as well. Now I really want to focus our attention on the Mercedes-Benz MBUX system here. This is a 10.25-inch screen, and it's really revolutionary, not only for the motorhome industry, but quite honestly in the car industry as well. You just don't see this type of technology. We're seeing it more and more now, and Mercedes is really on the cutting edge of it. This is a really big screen for me to be able to easily see, but also easy to use. I can just simply scroll as I want to. These are all voice activated controls, so I can tell the unit to call somebody for me or find some place to eat. And it can even turn on my heated seats if I want to. But what I really want to focus on is all the cool safety features on this thing. So when I go to assistance here, you can change all of your settings. So this system has traffic sign assist. So as I'm going down the road and maybe I'm in an area that I'm not aware of, as a lot of you will be when you're motorhoming, this will tell you the speed limit in your area. It reads the traffic signs for you, even at night. It's pretty incredible. So it'll tell you the speed limit. This is your active lane keeping assist, and the lane keeping assist allows you to not drift. If you drift over like a yellow or white line, the Mercedes will actually pull you back into the lane. Really nice. And it also warns you as well. Talking about active brake assist, this if somebody's in front of you and they get on their brakes pretty hard, this will allow you to, this Mercedes will actually brake itself for you. Attention assist. So this will tell you like, hey, if you're getting tired, it'll notice your driving habits. So if it's a little bit later and maybe you're, dozing off a little bit, it'll tell you to maybe pull over or maybe get a cup of coffee or take a nap or something like that. So the technology is just really amazing in this. As I mentioned before, this also has the Distronic adaptive cruise control and collision mitigation features too. But you can just see all the different features that you have. You can also set the system up so that you can have different displays. You can also do things such as setting up Wi-Fi and Bluetooth on this. You can even set up different profiles for if you have different drivers and whatnot on this. So if you and your significant other drive differently, you can have it all set up so that your seats are aligned right. The last safety feature, and it's a big one that we want to talk about with Mercedes, is the Mercedes Pro system. You can subscribe to Mercedes Pro, and it works just like, maybe an OnStar would that you might be familiar with. Mercedes Pro, if you subscribe to it, if you get in a collision or some sort of accident, the windows will automatically roll down. It'll call 911 for you, and it'll even turn off the fuel pump. Which is just incredible technology that all this can happen. So you can rest assured that if you get in a crash in one of these and you have your loved ones with you, that you're gonna be safe, and you can subscribe to Mercedes Pro and have some SOS features. Okay, now that we've talked about that, we're gonna talk a little bit about the storage area above here. So you have cup holders below you, but you also have cup holders up here, a little bit of storage area here as well for like sunglasses, right there. You also have storage right here, and this is where you can plug your phones in, Apple or Android. And forgot to mention that this MBUX system also has Apple and Android autoplay for you. It also is Sirius XM ready. You have cup holders on your side as well as the passenger side, and you do have a little bit of storage area behind you too to be able to carry lots and lots of things. And then moving on into the center console, being able to adjust the volume up and down is really easy. Everything's right here and easily, accessible for the driver to reach, which is really important, is that you can easily see and reach things as you need them. Also want to mention that these seats can swivel, as you can see here, which makes it nice for everyone to add extra seating. The Mercedes chassis also comes with exclusive window coverings, and this gives you not only great privacy at night, but it also gives you really nice sun protection. It just really cools down the chassis cab, and they're all magnetized, so that it's really easy. Just magnets to here, and then you simply close the door and you're done. Well, that's gonna wrap everything up for us today on the Vienna. I really hope you enjoyed this video, as I know it's hard to find information on these guys. And with these videos, that's all we're trying to do, is really make sure that you're an informed buyer. And like my dad always says, and like we always say in our videos, is when you buy a motorhome from us, we want you to make sure that you have zero regrets. When you buy a Renegade Vienna, you can rest assured that you've got all the options, all the nicest features, the best chassis, and the nicest technology, and the newest technology. So I can assure you 100% that when you buy a Vienna, you'll have zero regrets. Right now, you can order a Vienna from us. We've already sold 4 or 5 of these, but right now, if you call us, we can go ahead and get you in on one of our inventory slots and get you a new Vienna ordered right away. Lead times on these are about 5 to 6 months. Renegade really takes their time and makes sure they cross all the T's and dot all the I's on these. So if you want one soon, you better call us right away. When you buy a new Vienna from us, I'd like to mention our IWS Advantage package just one more time for those new buyers out there. When you buy a Vienna from us, you're gonna get exclusive treatment. You're gonna get an iPad, and it's gonna have all of our cell phone numbers. You're gonna get my personal cell phone number. You'll get our general manager, Steve's cell phone number. You'll also get a 24-hour, 24/7, 365 service line that you can call if you need someone to talk to. We're gonna give you exclusive videos on how to operate systems on your motorhome. You're also going to get service from us for CoachNet. So we're gonna give you 5 years of free roadside assistance. So if you're anywhere out in the country, you're gonna have 5 years of free roadside assistance to get a tow, fix a flat, and that all comes free from us at IWS. We also give our customers priority service treatment. So if you're in the area and you want to get this thing in for service, we don't work on anybody else's motorhomes. We only work on our customers' motorhomes to make sure we have enough space for you and get you back up on the road. And that just comes from our experience in the towing industry. With all these things being said, the last thing I know you're probably wondering is how much do these little guys cost? Well, they can really range anywhere from $135,000 up to $155,000. The bottom line is this motorhome has its spec, as I mentioned before, it is sold, but this is a $140,000 unit, and this is a really nice motorhome. So everything was optioned on this, so to speak. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give us a like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please leave us a comment and leave us some things to review. We read the comments and we really appreciate them all. Also, check out our new Instagram page at IWS Sales. Check out our Facebook page, follow us and subscribe us, all that. And with that being said, we hope to see you out on the road.